How about it, y'all? This is Daniel Nicholson with Nicholson Farms, and welcome back to another video. Today is a super soggy, wet day. It's been raining since about 7 o'clock this morning, pretty hard. It's about 4 o'clock now, and it just stopped. And I think we're going to get some more this afternoon. We've already gotten about 1.5 inches. We'll see what else we get. So I don't think we're going to be doing too many projects the next couple days just because it's super wet. So I figured I'd take you with me this afternoon as I do my chores. We'll check on all the animals together and just see how everything's doing. So before you get started, if you've been watching our videos and you enjoy them and just haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I'd like to invite you to go ahead and hit that button. It would mean a lot to us and help us get to our 1,000 subscriber mark. We're coming up on it pretty quickly, and we're wanting to do some kind of giveaway whenever we get there. So if you haven't already, please hit that and help us out. But to start off with, I just checked the mail as I was pulling into the farm today, and we got our new scaby tags in. Sorry, I've mispronounced that every time. It's scraby, I believe. But we got them in. This is a different design. Normally they're like a little triangle. You got a front and the back. You pierce it through the ears. This one kind of wraps around the ear, bends, and then goes through. I just dropped it. But I don't know how I feel about these. They were free, so I think we're going to use them. We're probably just going to use them on our little bucklings. I don't know if I'm going to tag everything this year at birth. I haven't 100% decided because I'm still waiting on my Premier 1 tags to come in. I don't think they're going to be here on time for whenever our kids are born, because I wanted to put the nice tags into the girls and these, anything that's going to be going to the stockyard. So we'll just have to see. I might just tag a weaning this year. And I got enough goats I don't have a lot of goats, so I can tell whose baby belongs to whose and kind of keep it documented. But I figure we'll start down here. I'm down here where I've got Clyde. He's over here in our little barn, and our rabbits. We'll go check on them, give Clyde a little bit of feed. I fed the rabbits pretty good yesterday. So their feeders and water should be good. But let's walk in there and check on them. As you can see, we got a bunch of rain, and this little spot stays super wet. Typically, ever since we had Brisket, he would stand by the water trough. If you ever had cows, they stand by the water trough, drink water, spill water out of their mouth, pee around it, and just make a muddy mess. He did it in our catch pen over here, and also in this little pen that Clyde's hanging out in. So I flipped that water trough over the other day, and I put Clyde a little water trough inside his little barn. He's got quite the little man cave over here. He dipped out on us. He went around the backside. It's kind of flooded down in the bottom area, but it's dry right here. He's got hay. He's got him a bucket of water, protein, piece of a protein tub, his mineral, and his feed. Clyde is a picky eater. He doesn't really like the meal part of this stuff. He picks out most of the pellets and the corn and leaves the rest. I've just been adding a little bit to it every day and kind of mixing it up. It's pretty full today. I mentioned it in the intro, but we got a surprise in the rabbit pen. After our last set of baby rabbits were born, I put the female back in with the male 2 weeks later. You can breed your rabbits back 2 weeks after they have babies. And, you know, in the next 28 to 30 days, you're going to have some more babies. And last Thursday, almost a week ago, she gave us some more babies. So let's check them out real quick. I think we've got 6 in there. This time they're all black. But I'll flip the camera around, see if we can stick it in there and see these babies. So you can see them in there. They're starting, like I said, they're about a week old now. So they're starting to move around a little bit. They haven't opened their eyes yet. Actually, when they were born, it was pretty chilly. We had about 20 degrees at night. So I put a heat lamp on them. Last night was the first night that I didn't leave the heat lamp on them. It got down to about 40 degrees last night. It's only supposed to get down to about 50 tonight. So I think they're going to be all right from now on. Without the heat lamp, I just keep an eye on the weather. But other than that, all the other rabbits are doing good. Still no babies out of our other 2 females. But it should be any day now. I bred them as soon as I got them, and they were should be about a week behind that female. So we should have some more babies any day now. So let's walk up to the greenhouse real quick. We'll check out what we got going on in there, and then we'll go look at the goats and see how these mamas are doing. We actually got some gravel laid here at the farm today, or at my parents' house. I call it the farm, but it's my parents' house. We got some gravel brought in today, 3 truckloads. We haven't got it spread out yet because it's been raining all day. But I guess this is my dad's little makeshift fence to keep me out of my normal parking spot until he gets it all spread out the way he wants. We've been trying to work pretty hard here recently to clean up the place. We're doing, hopefully, I think it's still on the books, we're doing a Newberry County Ag and Art Tour. We're basically the people that put on our farmers market, set up tours for people to go out to farms and just kind of see what Newberry County has to offer. I think it's kind of cool, something they started last year. I've actually got a friend that I bought our rabbits from originally. He did it last year. He raises rabbits, sheep, cows, pigs, all kind of stuff. But they didn't have anybody that raises goats on the tour, so we got asked last year to do that. So we're looking forward to doing that. Hopefully that's going to be coming up in June. But since then, we've been trying to do a lot of cleanup. The gravel's part of it. We've been doing a lot of stuff as far as just cleaning up junk that's been laying around here for years. You can hear the tractor in the background. Matthew's actually pushing up a fire pile that we've been burning for the past couple days. We cut down some trees to open up some spaces to park some trailers and stuff. We're just trying to make the place look a little nicer, kind of make it more of a agritourism place, possibly. We're already showing it on YouTube, so we need to clean up all the background junk and just make it a nice place, make it something that we can show off, show what we're doing, kind of share the farm experience with other people that don't typically get to see it. But I'm gonna let you know, having a farm, you're gonna have junk, but we're gonna try to clean it up. The place I was just talking about that we cut down a bunch of trees, pretty much where all these trailers are parked, was a big thick hedgerow. Wasn't really thick, as thick back there as back there, but it was just a bunch of trees. So we cut down several. We left a dogwood tree, an oak tree, and that pecan tree still has to come down. That's gonna be good barbecue wood. And we left a sawtooth oak that we're just gonna leave there and have more space to park some trailers and keep them out of the yard, keep them out of the driveway. I set our broccoli and our cauliflower outside. It was just getting too warm in that greenhouse on sunny days. You can see where they had a little bit of heat stress. Hopefully they'll come out. I was a little late planting these this year. This is actually the first year I've ever planted them, but I was definitely probably about 3 weeks late on them. So we're just gonna give them a shot, see what happens. Probably not gonna end up selling them, but I might just plant them and see what we end up getting. Inside the greenhouse, we've gotten it not full. Before I had our broccoli and cauliflower in here, it was getting pretty full. But I've got all my tomatoes started over here. There's 500 plants or so. I can't remember exactly, but I've got beefsteak, Roma, Better Boys, couple Better Boys, got 4 Better Boys, celebrity, and also started some cilantro. There's just a couple coming up. I just noticed them yesterday. Some of our Romas are coming up. You can see our little plants coming on in right there. But the Romas are the first ones to come up. Nope, there's a beefsteak over here. Starting to come up. Probably tomorrow afternoon we'll be able to see them pretty good. We're supposed to have some sunshine. It was cloudy all day, so it didn't really get warm in here. We got a tray of spinach. We got some different lettuces that's starting to come up. It's been kind of a spotty germination. These are some old seeds that I had in the freezer. I decided not to plant lettuce and spinach and everything for the farmer's market. So I just used some old seed to see what will come up. I've got some new seed that we're gonna end up putting in our garden, direct sowing it into the garden if it ever dries up and I can get my garden tilled up. Over here, I lost all my marigolds. I was actually out of town this weekend on a trip for a friend's bachelor trip. And like I said, it got down to like 20 degrees. And these things got frosted inside this greenhouse. So I'll be replanting those. I've got some more marigold seed and we'll get them started again. Pretty much it in the greenhouse today. I watered everything really good yesterday. And then you got all this condensation on the top of the plastic from the rain today. So I think we're good in here. Go ahead and shut it up. We're gonna go grab some feed, take it up to our does, see how those pregnant mamas are doing, get them fed up and kind of look them over, make sure everybody's doing okay. So I've been feeding these girls while they're out on the neighbor's pasture over there. So I haven't really had to fight them too much. I might have to fight them today because I'm not gonna let them out today. But let me see if I can get in there and get all this feed out without getting knocked over. All this red paint on the back, this whenever we were getting the CD&T vaccine the other day, we just went ahead and put a little dot on their back. My buddy had the can of paint. He got a little carried away, but it's just a little dot letting us know that they got work, so we didn't give everybody a second dose. Let me set the camera up and see if we can get these girls fed without me getting knocked over. Several does in here that's starting to develop some pretty tight bags. Let's see, today is March the 15th. This girl right here has probably got the biggest. I noticed it yesterday. It's starting to get pretty full. All these goats got them though. This is a mature doe. She's got a pretty good sack on her. But some of them are tighter than others. Most of the goats are over there. I'll walk over there in a second. We're officially 19 days away from whenever we should be expecting to see kids on the ground. It might be a day before, might be a little after. When we start seeing kids on the ground, the first 2 weeks, it should be all Clyde's babies. I'm hoping most of these girls are bred by Clyde. We sold our other boar buck, Clifford. The rest of them could be a mix between Clifford and Clyde. But we'll keep walking around and kind of checking these pregnant girls out. And I'm getting excited. Kidding season is, I don't know if you just saw that. That's why I've got 4 troughs out here instead of 2. So they're not quite as aggressive on the feed trough. I don't want them butting each other's sides and damaging babies or anything like that. But let me shut this gate real quick. We'll walk around and look at a couple more does. You can see this mama, she's gotten a sack starting to get pretty full. She's pretty wide. Hopefully she's got some twins in there. This girl's got a good sack. Several of them. I wish they'd spread out some so they don't bully each other so much. So I think that's gonna be about it for this afternoon. Like I said, I was just gonna take you around and we're gonna do the chores this afternoon. It's too wet to do anything else. And I think Maddie's got a whole afternoon full of wedding stuff for me to do. So I've got some work ahead of me. So I'm gonna get on to the house before I get in trouble. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and leave us a comment, and we'll see y'all on the next one.